Hi, today I want to discuss about AWS SageMaker Clarify. So, in AWS SageMaker Clarify, mostly we will detect the bias in pre-train and post-train during the model training. In that, we can detect the bias in training data. Basically, Clarify will do that. We'll do that in AWS SageMaker. So I want to discuss about what is bias, like uh, what exactly it means. So bias means model system a model systematically makes predictions so that are skewed or unfair to certain groups, such as predicting negative results more frequently for a specific gender or group. Means suppose it's not predicting it will do unfair predictions that may called as bias. Bias can be present in the training data like pre-training bias or it will occur in during development of model training process or that means post training bias. There are three biases actually. Pre-training bias. Pre-training bias means that it is present in the training data that may called as pre-training bias. Post-training bias means during the model training process, if you a bias can be present during the model training process that may called as post-training bias. And if the model is deployed, then if the bias is present, then that is called as production bias. So we have three bias: pre-training bias, post-training bias, and production bias. This can be due to this bias can be due to imbalanced data set and inappropriate labels or that algorithm that does not treat all groups equally. Majorly, these are the causes for biases. So, how SageMaker detects the bias using AWS Clarify. So now I want to discuss about AWS, how AWS can detect the bias. So in this video, I have created one use case like loan approval prediction. I have taken the data. I have downloaded the data. Let me show you that data. The data contains this information like gender, married, dependents, and education details, employment details, and loan status. This data set I have taken. So I want to detect bias in this data set. But since I'm using free tier AWS account, I didn't get the quota for external detection, bias detection. That's why I have created simple notebook and using XGBoost. I I have done one use case. So basically, I'm doing here. I'm doing bias checking by gender here. So let me explain this use case. So first of all, I have uploaded this file from my local to here using this upload file button. So let me and this block of code is nothing but loading the file and it is taking the columns from this file. So how many columns are there? Like if you see here, these columns are there. It's just reading these columns and for each column it is processing the data, pre-processing the data, and we are splitting the loan by loan status in this block of code. And we are training using the XGBoost library here, and we use the N estimators, learning rate. subsample max depth. We are creating this model here, and we are doing this model dot fit x train and y train. You know that, like training data and testing data. This means that 20% of the data we are taking for testing. So, and the model created successfully for training purpose. After that, we are doing this prediction using a predict method. Now I am checking the bias by gender here in this code. So I am taking the gender column. If gender is present in this column, then I'm retrieving that column, and I'm predicting approval rate by gender. So when I'm executing this code, I'm getting this bias. So this is a simple example, but in real case scenarios, we need to have a different scenario, like uh, we will do in a different way. First, we need to upload that data first. This data set we need to upload that data in S3, and we need to do processing, and we will create one Python file, and we will create script for processing the data, and we will do pre-training bias checking and the post-training bias checking using SageMaker Clarify. Since I don't have privilege, my quota instances are very low. That's why I'm not able to perform that using Clarify. I'm just executing this basic bias check using XGBoost. So this is also one kind of bias checking. It is also example of Clarify only. So in that case, we will do pre-training bias analysis. Later, we will do model training. The XGBoost code base is same. Yeah, this one is same. In that case also. After that, we will do post-training bias analysis using SageMaker Clarify. So what is SageMaker Clarify is basically it will check the bias in the data set. So I think you got a clear idea about what is SageMaker Clarify. Thank you.